Good evening. Time is now 5:33. I'd like to call the meeting of December 19, 2022, ECPPS Board of Education to order. We all please stand for the pledge of allegiance. Please. Welcome to our meetings, to all our guests, and staff, and welcome to our two newest board members who are here for their first official. Now I ask for a roll call vote, please.
Daniel Spence,
Here.
Thomas Williams, George Howe, here, Harry
Here.
Pam Preston, Rodney Marshall, Sharon Gordon, Colin Weiss, here, Tracy Wood. Here.
Now I ask for Dr. Sheila Williams to read the abstracts.
December 19th. Past board, it is my duty to remind members of the board that it is your responsibility to avoid all conflicts of interest and potential conflicts of interest in accordance with Chapter 138 of North Carolina General Statute. As public service, it is your duty to continually monitor, evaluate, and manage your personal and financial and professional affairs in such a way as to ensure conflicts or potential conflicts. Does any member know of any conflicts or potential conflicts with respect to any matter coming before? If there are no conflicts identified, let the record reflect here.
Thank you so much. Now I would ask for a motion to approve the agenda. Motion is moved and seconded. Now I ask for a roll call vote.
Thomas Williams.
Yes.
Yes. Tommy.
Yes.
Pam Preston, Rodney Marshall, Sharon Gordon. Yes.
Thank you. Now we have been awarded the great opportunity to have Aspen County High School Band to come in today and give us a little show of what they do best. So, under the leadership of Mr. Nick Stanley, here is Aspen County High School Band.
Come on. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, aim.
You can grab one.
Thank you guys so much. My name is Vic Sam. I'm the Director of Bands here at Athens County High School. We are excited that Dr. Parker and Mr. Finch and the rest of the board and central office is giving us the opportunity to play tonight at the Board of Education meeting. I want to say thank you first off to the Board of Education, Dr. Parker, and the rest of the central office that were in attendance for the second annual Louis Green Christmas at COA on Thursday. It was very well attended. The students did a fantastic job. And if you missed it, tonight on the PCHS Band YouTube channel at 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock, we will be premiering those videos. If you missed it, you have an opportunity to go back and watch it. So to the students, thank you guys. This is our last performance of 2022. And 2023 is going to be business as well. But thank you guys so much. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say thank you to the band parents that have been helping us here, for pulling the trailer and chaperoning events. And last thing, we're going to answer that. Kron and Sam, get up here. Come here. Come here. I'm forgetting about you guys way too much, and I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to thank you guys so much. They have been by my side, Kron, for the past 4 years, and Sam just came on this year. I don't know what I'd do without my band staff because they are phenomenal. So thank you guys so much, and thank you to these students. We got one more parade too we're going to play, and then we'll get the meeting back over to board check the things. But thank you guys so much for allowing us to be here tonight. One, two, and roll. 2, ready, and.
Once again, we say thank you to Mr. Nick Stanley and our great students of Essex County High School band for blessing us. So I used to go to church, y'all. For serenading us. With some music. Now we're gonna have Central Elementary School to come and give some recognition, and we're gonna call on our very own Principal Brothers to help us with that.
Good evening. On behalf of Central Elementary School staff and students, we want to say thank you to the school board for utilizing our space. We welcome you. If you need anything, please let us know. So I have up here with me my wonderful assistant principal, Ms. Whitehurst, and she will be assisting me with some of our recognitions. We're going to start with our staff recognition. And the first person that we're recognizing is Mr. Ron Johnson, who is our head custodian. So Mr. Johnson, thank you for all of your service to our school, for not just keeping our building up to par, but also working with our students. So Mr. Johnson, you can come forward. All right, we also wanted to recognize Miss Lori Monahan. Miss Monahan is our lead EC teacher here at Central Elementary School, and she's always willing to step in and assist in any way, not just in the exceptional children's department. So if I could have Miss Lori Monahan come forward. Next, we have Ms. Deshauna Tatum. She is one of our second grade teachers here at Central Elementary School, and she is doing some awesome things within her building that we can't wait to share with everyone. All right, we would also like to recognize one of our fifth grade teachers, Ms. Jasmine Jones, and she's doing some awesome things in her classroom as well. All right, we also want to recognize the best nurse in ECPPS, and that would be our And this young lady is joining us for a second time. She was with us last school year and she joined us again this year. And her name is Miss Clarissa Mercer. She is actually our full-time temporary sub, but she jumps in and she does whatever we need her to do. We appreciate her. She didn't know what was going to happen. All right, and in terms of staff, last but not least, is the first person that everybody sees when they enter into our building. And that is our receptionist who just joined us this year, Ms. Leah Chopek. All right, and if we have any kindergarten teachers, if you wouldn't mind coming up, please. So we also had our teachers to nominate a student, who might not necessarily be, awarded for academics, but they're some of our quiet babies that might not necessarily be recognized, and we wanted to take this opportunity to recognize them. So we kind of call them our unsung heroes in our classroom. So in Ms. Nicholson's class, we have Gunnar Copeland. And the reason for his nomination is because he always listens and works hard, and he is a model student. So if I could have Gunnar Copeland.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. With Ms. McGill, and Ms. McMillan shared that she drives to the discussions and cooperation.
One, two, three. All right, look over here. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
In Ms. Jefferson's class, we have Ms. Samaya Solon, and Ms. Jefferson shared that she exhibits a positive outlook in the classroom and tackles classroom assignments, tasks, and group work in an organized manner. She is also committed to doing her best. Oh, wow. If I could have my first grade teachers come up, please.
Look over here. Look at the principal. Look right here. There you go. 1, 2, 3.
All right, and I have some of our first grade teachers joining us. All right, so in Ms. Billups' class, we have Ms. Samira Harris. And Ms. Billups shares that she strives to reach her full potential. She also shows enthusiasm for classroom activities.
Let her get. Okay, now we're gonna take one over here at this camera, okay? You're gonna look at this way. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect.
All right, and we have Kason Rice. And Kason is committed to doing his best and takes responsibility for his learning. In case it isn't here, this will be mine. In case it's to.
One, two.
In this master's class, we have Chase only, and Ms. Master shared that he is kind, helpful, and respectful to teachers and peers. He always has such a positive attitude and is committed to doing his best. He shows responsibility and exceeds expectations.
Ready? Let's get one looking over here. One, two, three.
All right. We have Kinsley Ox, and it says she works hard and completes all of her assignments and is a model student. And if I could have my second grade teachers join me.
All right, everyone look over here for a second. All right, one, two, three.
All right, in second grade in Ms. Beeman's class, we have Grace Williams. And Ms. Beeman shares that Grace always does her best, participates well, and helps others to do the best of her ability. She's a quiet student with a pleasant attitude who breaks out with detailed stories and hilarious jokes that get the class rolling. She is a wonderful class.
Okay.
In this Simpson class, we have Eliza House. And Ms. Simpson shared that Eliza has a love for learning and is a model student. She has a positive attitude and takes care of her classmates and teachers with warm hugs. Also, in second grade in the savings class, we have Callie Farr. And Callie exhibits a positive outlook and attitude in the classroom and displays good citizenship by assisting other students. And Ms. Taylor is accepting Callie's certificate. All right, for third grade, in Ms. Solon's class, we have Elijah Pearsall. Elijah is always positive. He enjoys making his classmates happy. He even dubbed himself Santa and was asking classmates what they wanted for Christmas. He pays attention in class and always tries his best to do a given task. And Elijah's not here, so there's so much to accept. In Mr. Stanley's class, we have Malachi Kretzer. Malachi follows classroom rules and procedures. He is attentive in class and does very well.
Go on. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
In this wellness class, we have Malika Gonda. Malika exhibits a positive outlook and attitude in the classroom. She is courteous and shows good manners in the classroom and throughout the school community. Malika is a hardworking student who is able to work independently. And Malika is not here, so if someone. And I don't think I have any fourth grade teachers here. However, we're still going to recognize their students. So in Ms. Ball's class, we have Zoe Brown. Zoe is a very spirited and charismatic student who tries to make sure that everyone around her feels comfortable. She is witty and knows how to tell a joke in an intelligent way. She is also honest and trustworthy among her peers and adults. She is thoughtful and puts a lot of effort into what she enjoys doing. She is a cheerful helper. I don't think Zoe is here to join us. So we will definitely share this certificate with her. In Ms. Cartwright's class, we have Kelly Diaz, her name is. She always exhibits a positive outlook and attitude in the classroom when it comes to learning. When there are difficult work assignments, she pushes herself to give what it takes to complete the assignments with lots of drive. If she doesn't understand an assignment, she is never afraid to ask for help. And in Ms. Whitley's class, we have Quavis Poole. He is honest and trustworthy in dealing with others and works hard. Quavis Poole. And if I have any grade teachers.
Okay, right over here. 1, 2, 3.
And this is class, we recognize Jackson Franklin. Jackson strives to reach her full potential and takes responsibility for her learning. She is also kind and helpful to everyone in the classroom and sets an example of excellence in behavior and cooperation. And Jackson is not here, so Ms. Ashley's going to stand in for her. All right, and in Ms. Jones' class, we have Haley Powell. Haley shows enthusiasm for classroom activities. She is courteous and shows good manners in the classroom and around the school. Haley shows respect for her teachers and peers and takes pride in her schoolwork and doesn't mind asking questions if needed. All right, and that, last but not least, we have Ms. Bryant's class, and we recognize Dwayne Calloway for always striving to do his best and being willing to help his classmates, and he's not here with us tonight.
Can we give one more big round of applause for Central Elementary School?
All right, so now we have some highlights of some of the awesome things that are taking place in Central Elementary School this school year. And we wanted to start by highlighting one of our most acclaimed unsung heroes in our building. That is our head custodian, Mr. Johnson. And I'm sure after you watch this video, you'll understand why. And why. So Mr. Ron Johnson is one who I would consider a Central Elementary School unsung hero. And you know, when we think of unsung hero, they're the people that might not necessarily stand out, but they play a major part in things that take place in the building. And just interacting with him and seeing him interact with the students lets me know that head custodian is not his only title.
I'm one of Johnson, who's here for 30 years Central, and it's a marvelous job. Been here about 2.5 years. And as my time here, I always thought it would be clean. Boy, it turns out so much more. They're saying the village, it takes a village to raise kids. That is a true saying. So through my time throughout the day, I'm always interacting with kids, trying to get kids to class, trying to get them out of the bathrooms. So it becomes a very positive piece to me. And it don't make it work. It make it enjoyable, you know, just to say hi to a kid, just to say good morning to a kid, just for a kid just run up to you and just hug you. That's what work is all about for me. Just being a positive person in somebody's life. And if I can get it with these little kids, that's great. I just think that's a plus. And get paid to do it, that's even better.
He's very kind. He's very appreciative. He loves having fun. He's very energetic. Like, well, you will see him coming down the hallway talking to teachers like, "How you doing? How's your day been going?" He say that to students. That's very important because he makes everyone feel like they're enough.
You have to understand that when you walk in this building, you walking in this building for the kids. And if you coming in this building for any other reason, it can get hard. But when you walk in this building and you say, okay, I'm here, if I can just get a smile out of one kid, I'm done what I'm supposed to do. The way I carry myself, that's why the kids gravitate to me because they know I care about them.
He is a mentor. He is somebody that our students look up to. If we have a student that might be going down the wrong path, he does not hesitate to step in and say, "Hey, buddy," or "Come on, we can do this. We can have a good day." You know, he does not hesitate to do that, regardless of what's going on. If a teacher or I need him, anybody in the building needs him, he's right there. No hesitation. No, that's not my job. He doesn't believe in those words. He understands that in this building, we're all working together for a common goal, and he jumps in head first with whatever needs to be done. And that is greatly appreciated. The next video that you will be seeing highlights some of the instructional things that we have going on in our building. And it highlights actually two of our teachers that we recognize on this day. So you get to see some of those wonderful things that I talked about that are taking place in their classrooms. This school year, we are focusing on quite a few things here at Central Elementary School. One of the things that we're focused on is differentiation and ensuring that each student is having their needs met, regardless of where their level might be. And so one of the videos that will be shown will include some differentiation in one of our second grade classrooms. That particular teacher is pretty good at collecting data, looking at it to see what her students are, and then completing activities or planning activities that meet the needs of the students.
This school year, we've been working on small group instruction, and small group instruction focus on the students' needs, where they're at. So what I do, I have 5 different centers, and I do assessment, so I know what they need. And like, small group is good because you don't have all the students working with you. And that way, the students have time to participate, they have time to ask me questions, and I also have time to work with them one-on-one. And each group, they have their names and they know which center to go to first. So like the first one, they'll go to guided reading, which is me. And we work on their individual stories, the level that they're on for that day. And then they'll go to the second center, which is word words, and they work on sight words or their spelling words. And then there's transition to the writing center, where they're working on, right now, they're working on punctuation marks and capital letters. And then they have kids A to Z, where they're working on their reading levels, and everybody has a different book, and that is digital. But everybody has a different book on their level, and they give them questions to answer. And then the last center is their technology center, which is our rated reading, which is purchased by the district.
I learn more when I have one-on-one with my teacher. I learn time. I learn multiplication. My favorite group is when I go to Miss Tatum's group.
One of the other strategies that we're using, which is interactive notebooks, because we want to ensure that as our students are learning, that they're able to summarize that information and refer back to it. We know that them being able to see it and interact with it causes their retention rate of the information to go up.
I have been using math interactive notebooks since I began teaching, that was 8 years ago. So I use math interactive notebooks as a tool to help my students prepare for the standard. Students are using it for their guided notes, examples, and referring back to a previous skill also within their math interactive notebooks. So they start with the table of contents, and we put the standard that I will be introducing in the table of contents. And then they go into the interactive component of the math interactive notebook, whether it's a cutout, whether it is guided notes.
Interactive notebooks, you can look back at them anytime and it helps you remember what you did, like so you can prepare and study for tests. And we're learning for adding and subtracting decimals, and if we keep looking at this and studying on interactive notebook, it will help us get better. And Miss Jones is a wonderful teacher, and she helps us learn a lot, and she explains it very well. And she is a wonderful teacher.
So the interactive notebooks, as well as the differentiation, are just a few of the components that we're using here at Central Elementary to grow our students. We are looking for them to grow. We're believing in them, we're trusting them, and we're providing as many resources as we can to ensure that they are successful this year.
Any comments to Ms. Brothers?
Congratulations to everyone.
Well, I'm excited for you, Ms. Brothers, being a first-year principal, for the excitement that you fostered in your school with your staff, with your students. And I'm just excited to see the future. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we have the superintendent's report, so we'll turn it over to Dr. Park.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I want to say thank you to Central Elementary School and all the staff that participated tonight, and thank you, Ms. Brothers, for organizing these two videos of recognitions, and Ms. Whitehurst for doing that, and everybody was. So we're very proud of Central and the work that's going on, and also thank you for hosting this. Also want to thank the Pasco County High School bands for performing tonight and sharing a little bit of that holiday festivities with us. I did have an opportunity to attend the joint Northeastern Pasco band concert last week, and I was just so impressed and amazed that our two bands worked on the scores and the music separately. They came together for 3 joint practices, and they really sounded like an orchestra that was in there. And so I was very proud to see our two bands come together and the work that we had going on in the fine arts year. Just a couple quick things. I want to wish everybody in the district a wonderful holiday, a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. And I want to thank all of our teachers and our employees and all of our staff and hard work they've done this year. I want to encourage everybody, our families, our staff, our students, to take this break that is quickly approaching and spend time with family and enjoy this wonderful season that's upon us here. Wednesday is our last school day. It will be an early release day, and so I know we've got about 5,000 are ready to hear that final bell ring, and the buses will run, and then we will see everybody next year. When we get back together on January 5th, will be the first day back for students. So just want to wish everybody a wonderful, wonderful holiday, and just thankful that we have a lot to be proud of, and also look forward to 2022. So that'll conclude my comments, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you so much, Dr. Parker. Now we will have student board member report, and we'll ask first Ms. Holly Watts from Pennsylvania County High Schools.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, I just wanted to talk a little bit about things that have been going on in State County High School. First, I would like to highlight the amazing participation in clubs around the school. We see DECA and FFA have been fundraising, and Key Club has been very active in volunteering at the movement. DECA competed in our regional competition on December 1st, and we brought home 21 proficiency scores, 5 top role plays, 5 top exam scores, and 5 members were series finalists in their events. 2 members received first place in their events. This was a very successful event for our DECA members. Our Panther Pride marching band participated with both Elizabeth City and Evanston Christmas parades. We also had our second annual Blue and Green Christmas concert with Northeastern on the 15th. All of these events were also very successful. Some more exciting news I would like to share is that we had 69 seats with COA courses for the fall 2022 semester, and 75% of the grades were A's, B's, and C's. 2 teachers also renewed their national board certifications, Deneen Keller and Bridget Bowen. Congratulations to them. Our JV's boys basketball team currently is undefeated, so this will continue. Our swim team also has had a great successful start to their season, as well as 3 men swimmers have made their consideration times for regionals, and 1 of our female swimmers has made a consideration time for our regional event that will take place in February. We are all currently finishing up exams and excited to see growth in testing areas throughout all our grades. So this is all I have for tonight. I hope everyone has a great holiday break and look forward to seeing everyone back in 10th grade.
Thank you very much. Ms. Grace Booker from Northeastern High School.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Before I get into what I have for Northeastern, I just want to say being here at Central tonight is, well, first, I forgot tonight was the meeting at Central, and I was like, oh, that's so funny. I was there last week from Monday through Wednesday with kindergartners and first graders with Vicki Johnson, the PE teacher, and we did a gingerbread run. And it's just so exciting to like see those little kids in their faces and how much they just enjoyed going around the school and looking at like 3 or 4 clues and watching a video and getting gingerbread cookie snacks. Like it was the cutest thing. And I'm just like, it makes me reminisce a little bit about being in kindergarten, first grade now that I'm almost graduated high school. So it was so good to be a part of that. Our National Art Society is the one that hosted those volunteers. So a big shout out to Aaron Gray for giving me the opportunity to do that. So now I'll get into everything about Northeastern. I hope everybody has been well. These past few weeks have flown by. Exams are finishing up, and Northeastern has done their best with coordinating everything like that. Our first semester, my last first semester of high school is ending, so it's a little bittersweet, but I'm excited for the next chapter. I really don't have a whole lot to say tonight. I would just like to state how proud I am of every student for this past semester and everything they've done. I also am just really grateful for every teacher that has taught me, every other student, or just teachers that maybe I don't have, but they just love on me like I'm their kid. I also would like to shine a little light on the incident that happened at Northeastern a few weeks ago. It affects everybody differently, but I really would just like to thank all the first responders that showed up. It's definitely something that not really many people want to go through, especially real or not. It's still very heartbreaking, but that's all I have to say tonight. So I hope everyone has a great holiday, and I'm just looking forward to the rest of this meeting. Thank you.
So I want to first say thank you ladies so much for managing your schoolwork and doing your part to be on the board. It's an honor to have two fantastic students to help us out with this. I guess know that I'm present with you all from the least. You guys throughout that incident. So. Now I would like to ask for a motion to the floor of the approval of the minutes.
I make a motion to approve the minutes for November 28th and December 5th, 2022 as presented.
We have a motion and a second to accept the minutes from November 28th and November 5th, 2022. I now ask for a roll call vote, please.
Dr. Sheila Williams. Yes. Angela Cobb. Yes. Tommy O.
Yes.
Amy Presa. Yes. Rodney Walton.
Yes.
And Shannon.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Now, I don't believe we have any public comments, is that correct? So no public comments, we'll move right on to the financial, business, and technology. And I'll call on the chair of that committee, Ms. Sharon Porter.
At this time, I'd like to have Ms. Rachel Hayes come up. Make her presentation for the items that we have. She's already up here.
Chair Schmidt, Vice Chair Williams, Committee Chair, and also Board member. Finance has 3 items on the agenda this evening. The first item in your packet is FBT 01. That's a list of the fundraisers submitted.
Are there any questions on the fundraisers?
If there are no questions on fundraisers, the next item in your packet is attachment FBT 02. That's budget amendments for this month. The first amendment is amendment number 103, State Public School Fund, and it shows an overall increase of $420,000. And it is, if you look on the second page, it's for PRC 029 and PRC 039. It's behavioral support and school safety grant. The next amendment is number 303. This is for the federal grants fund. It shows an overall increase of $63,412.75. And the list of PRCs is attached. And the last amendment is amendment number 401, which shows an overall increase of $196,977. And this was the increase that the county gave us to cover the paving projects, change in pricing of paving projects from our original request to when the final bids came in. Are there any questions on the amendments? And the last thing in your packet is FBT 03, and this is the 2023-2024 budget preparation calendar. So this is the timeline for this coming year's budget season. It's time again. Are there any questions on the calendar? If there are no questions, that concludes our report.
All of these items were for action, so at this time, I'd like to move to approve FBT 01 fundraisers, FBT 02 budget amendments 103, 303, and 401, and FBT 03, the budget calendar for 2023-24.
Okay. There we go. So it's been moved and seconded that we accept the information that's presented, the attachment FBT 01, FBT 02, and FBT 03. Now we ask for a roll call.
Dr. Sheila Williams.
Yes.
Angela Cobb.
Yes.
Tommy O.
Yes.
Amy Presa. Yes. Rodney Walton.
Yes.
And Shannon.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you, Rachel. And now we have our maintenance monthly report. You had an opportunity to look at that. Ms. Wilkins, our maintenance director, is here to take any questions or any comments or concern about any of those items. Does anybody have any of those? Thing at all, this is just for information, simply, not for action. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Evans. Have a nice Christmas. That concludes our business for the financial, committee.
Thank you, Ms. Williams. Now let's call on Dr. Sheila Williams to take us into the close.
A motion for the board to go into closed session as allowed by NC General Statute 140 through 318, 1146, for the purpose of considering one or more personnel matters that are confidential under the NC General Statute 115C through 320, and as allowed by NC General Statute 143, 318, 1183, to consult with the board attorney regarding matters protected by the attorney-client privilege and to preserve that privilege.
Second. We have a motion and a second to go into closed session. Sure. And let's do the roll call for that.
Dr. Sheila Williams.
Yes. Angela Cobb.
Yes. Tommy Dolan.
Yes.
Amy Crescent. Rodney Walsh.
Yes.
Sharon Wood.
Yes.
Thank you.
The board will resume open session 19 following